What's up, guys? Alvaro here. Welcome to the Bilingual Stock Market channel again. Happy Tuesday for everyone out there. This is the Bilingual Stock Market channel. This is the YouTube channel in which we talk about the markets, but we do it in English and Spanish as well, so you can pick your preferred language. And in this video, and as I do it Mondays through Thursdays, I want to make a quick stock market update. So I want to break down some technicals, going over the S&P 500 and the Nasdaq 100, which happen to be the most important indices of the United States stock market. And at the end of the video, I am going to break down from a technical standpoint as well 4 stocks that are going to be on the very top of my personal watch list for tomorrow's trading session. So without further ado, let's get started. And when we still have 23 more minutes in today's trading session, today we are having honestly, guys, a quiet day in the market. So the Russell 2000 is down 0.48%. This index is by far the worst performing index out of the bunch. Nasdaq is up 0.20%, and the Nasdaq 100 actually reached a new all-time high today. S&P 500 also reached a new all-time high today, and as of now, it is pretty much breaking even, up 0.03%, and the good old Dow Jones Industrial Average is also pretty much breaking even when we still have 24 more minutes in today's trading session, and it is up 0.06%. And before going over the S&P 500 and the Nasdaq, I wanted to tell you some news that I think is worth pointing out. First of all, guys, Facebook yesterday joined the $1 trillion or the $1 trillion club along with Microsoft, Apple, and Amazon. And that is a figure, guys, that needs to be put into context. $1 trillion, a $1 trillion market cap for Facebook. So check this out. The GDP, or the gross domestic product of Mexico, is $1 trillion. $1 trillion. So Facebook, guys, alone is the same size of the Mexican economy. The economy, or the GDP of Spain is $1.2 trillion. Unbelievable, guys. So Facebook alone, one single company, guys, that is based here in the US, is almost the same size of the Spanish economy. Not to mention Argentina, guys. The GDP, or the gross domestic product of Argentina, is $442 billion. That implies that Facebook alone, one single company, as I just said, that is based here in the US, is twice the size of the Argentinian economy. That's absolutely mind-blowing. So the fact that this company joined the $1 trillion club is definitely a huge milestone for Facebook. Another news, guys, ARK Invest yesterday submitted to the SEC a request for a Bitcoin ETF to be approved. So far, every single one of the requests that have been submitted to the SEC for a Bitcoin ETF or for any crypto related ETF to be approved has been turned down. So let's hope this request from ARK Invest to be approved. That would be very, but very solid and good news for the whole crypto world. All right, so that was yesterday. Keep also in mind, guys, that next Monday is going to be the 5th, okay, the day after Independence Day. The stock market is going to be closed in observance of Independence Day, which is going to be on July 4th on Sunday, but the next day the markets are going to be closed and we are going to resume activities on Tuesday 6th. All right, okay. And keep in mind as well, guys, that on Thursday the Uber of China, which name is Didi, that's the name of the company, is going to IPO here in the US. Supposedly, the price range of the IPO is going to be between $13 and $14. But we already know how this works. Usually, retail investors get smoked when it comes to IPOs, and probably the big money is going to have available very attractive prices in regard to this IPO, and this company pretends to raise $4 billion through this IPO. So in my case, I am not going to touch this stock by any stretch of the imagination, but if any of you likes playing with IPOs, then there you go, guys. Didi is going public on Thursday, probably at around noon. And now let's go ahead and take a look at the S&P 500 when we still have 10 more minutes in today's trading session, and we find the S&P 500 trading at 4291, 4,291 points. We can see the RSI on the 4-hour at 68 points, a bit elevated, arguably, right? Yeah, I mean, it is almost at 70 points. So let me pull up here the 1-hour chart, and I mean, we're pretty much breaking even, guys, and I said in yesterday's video, and if you guys recall, that 4300 was going to act, or was going to start to act like a magnet in the case of the S&P 500, and that's exactly what happened in today's trading session. So if tomorrow we happen to see some sort of pullback, which, as I said in yesterday's video, is going to be very, but very healthy, I am going to be looking at 4272, which is a price that acted as a lower support on Friday, and it is also a previous all-time high that was reached on last Thursday. And on top of that, at 4270 approximately, we have the 50 SMA on the 1-hour chart. And from a resistance standpoint, guys, what are we looking at tomorrow? I mean, if we happen to close below 4300, then the most important area of resistance for tomorrow's trading session is going to be precisely 4300. And if that new all-time high happens to be broken to the upside, what are we looking at here, guys? I don't know, 4350, 4400, but I am still thinking that we should see some sort of pullback in the case of the S&P sooner rather than later, because this index is getting very, but very overheated. But there's nothing wrong with the tape, okay? We find the S&P trading above the moving averages, and we have a clear uptrend in every single one of the charts that we can pull up in the case of this index. And now let's go ahead and take a look at the Nasdaq 100. This index is up as of now 0.32%, and it is trading at 14,571 points. And take a look at the RSI, guys. This is absolutely ridiculous and unsustainable. The Nasdaq 100, or the RSI of this index on the 4-hour, is at 84 points. So this index is screaming for a pullback tomorrow on Thursday or before this week ends. And in the case of this index, we have a brand new all-time high at 14,575 points. But as I said before, this index is extremely, but I mean extremely overextended. So if tomorrow or before this week ends, we happen to see a pullback in the Nasdaq 100, I am going to keep a close watch on in terms of support at 14,400 points. So 14,400 points is a previous area of support that acted as such in yesterday's trading session, but that same area, 14,400 points, is a former all-time high that was reached on last Thursday, and that very same day, that all-time high at 14,400 points acted as a resistance, and the bulls were rejected over there. So we have the convergence of the 50 SMA on the 1-hour chart with a former area of lower support that acted as such yesterday, and a former area of resistance and all-time high as well. So I think that if we happen to see a pullback in this index, the bulls are very, but very likely from a technical standpoint to find a good support at 14,400 points. And from a resistance standpoint, guys, and if, I don't know, if for some reason, some way, somehow, this index keeps on pulling up, what are we talking about here, guys? 14,600, 14,700 points? This wouldn't be healthy at all for the Nasdaq 100, guys. So I think that for the sake of all of us, for the sake of the bulls, we should see a pullback before this week ends, and in that case, I am going to keep a close watch on 14,400 points in the case of the Nasdaq 100. And now let's go ahead and take a look at AMC Entertainment. And in the case of AMC, nothing important happened today, guys. So AMC is going down 2.37% when we still have one more minute in today's trading session, and it is trading at $56.72 as of now. So let me pull up here. There goes the market. Let me pull up here the 4-hour. And nothing new has happened over here, guys. So, and as I have been saying in my recent videos, in my most recent videos, as long as the bulls remain above $52, they are in charge in the case of this stock, and the bulls need to take on, and taking into account that AMC closed today's trading session at $56. So the main task for the bulls in tomorrow's trading session is going to be bursting above $58, and then who knows, taking on $64, which is an area of resistance in which the bulls of AMC have failed in 1, 2, and 3 occasions before. But other than that, nothing really interesting happened today in the case of AMC Entertainment. And now let's go ahead and take a look at DraftKings, ticker symbol Dkng. DraftKings went down today 1.29%, and it closed today's trading session at $52.03. And by the way, guys, on Friday, and since we are not posting videos on Friday, but last Friday I closed a swing trade that I actually broke down here on the channel on DraftKings. So on June 15th, I purchased 50 shares at $45.53, and I sold out of those 50 shares on June 25th, on last Friday, at $51.97. So I ended up making over here something like $320 in a matter of only 10 days. This was a successful swing trade on DraftKings. So I am looking forward to opening a new swing position on DraftKings, and I would like to see this stock, guys, paying a visit to $51. We are almost there. Actually, $51 already acted as a resistance for DraftKings back on May 27th, but it also acted as a lower support on 1, 2, 3, and 4 occasions before. So if tomorrow DraftKings happens to pay a visit to $51, and if I notice that this stock happens to find a good support over there, I am going to be purchasing probably 50 more shares of DraftKings, in which case my price target is going to be the next important area of resistance for DraftKings at around $56 approximately. $56 is a previous area of resistance that already acted as such for DraftKings in 1, 2, 3, and 4 occasions before, but that price also acted as a lower support for DraftKings back on May 3rd. So from $51-ish, let me pull up here. So from $51-ish up to, let's say, $56 or $56.50, we are talking about a 10% profit. That would be a very nice profit. And if we take a look at the RSI on the 4-hour, it is at 56 points. So we can make the case that DraftKings is very healthy at this moment, is neither oversold nor overbought, and we can see a mini uptrend on the 4-hour chart despite the fact that this stock went down today 1.29%. So what's out for DraftKings tomorrow, guys? Potentially paying a visit to $51, finding a good support over there, and then bouncing back up. And the next stock of this video is going to be C3 AI. The ticker symbol of this company, of C3 AI, is AI, and this company pretty much, guys, provides artificial intelligence software for companies. This is a small market cap company with a market capitalization of $6 billion. And AI was founded in 2009, and it is based in California. So I am going to zoom in here on the 4-hour, and out of all of the stocks that I am breaking down in this video, guys, this is the one that I find the most interesting. And why? Well, because $60, guys, is such an interesting price in order to pick up some shares of AI. So this stock went down today 3%, and it closed today's trading session at $64.40. $0.42. So check this out, guys. At $60, we have the convergence of the 50 SMA and the 180 SMA on the 4-hour, and also the convergence of a previous area of support that already acted as such for AI in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 occasions before, but it also coincides with the lower line of this horizontal channel that you guys can see over here, and in which AI has been trading in since mid-March. So if tomorrow this stock happens to pay a visit to $60, I am going to be picking up 100 or 150 shares of this company for sure. If so, my price target is going to be the next important area of resistance for AI at around $73.60, or let's say, for argument sake, $74. $74 is a previous area of resistance that already acted as such for AI in 1, 2, 3, and 4 occasions before, but it also coincides with the upper line of this horizontal channel that I just told you guys about. So if I happen to be able to take this trade the way that I am describing it, I could be potentially locking in a profit of almost 18%, a very solid profit. And take a look at the RSI, guys, on the 4-hour. It is at 55 points. That implies that if AI happens to pay a visit to the $60, the RSI is going to be even lower, and that fact is going to increase the likelihood of the bulls of this stock to find support at a previous important area of lower support and then bounce back up. And mind you guys, if AI doesn't pay a visit to $60 and instead pulls up, watch out for this stock, guys, as a momentum play, because I think that the second the bulls of this stock happen to burst above $74-ish on good volume and momentum, they are going to be able to fill the gap up to the next important area of resistance for AI at around $92, guys. Watch out for this move, for this push to the upside. $92 is a previous area of resistance that already acted as such for AI back on March 15th, and it also did it back on March 8th. So watch out for this stock, guys. It looks very juicy, and I am going to definitely be picking up a bunch of shares of AI at $60. Or if any of you likes momentum plays, then watch out for this stock bursting above $74. And now let's go ahead and take a look at Path, ticker symbol PATH. Uipath, which is the actual name of this company, went down today 3.34%, and it closed today's trading session at $68.90. And this company IPO'd actually back in April. This company is based in New York, has a market capitalization of $38 billion, and was founded back in 2005. So this company pretty much develops and provides a software platform to automate business processes. So that's all I know about the stock of, what about this company rather, right? Okay, the stock of this company reached all-time high back on May 28th at $90, and right after that this stock fell off a cliff, and after having fell off a cliff, it found support, guys, at a very interesting level from a technical standpoint, $66. So check this out, $66 has already acted as a lower support for this stock in 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 occasions before, but it also coincides with the lower line of this horizontal channel in which the stock of this company has been trading in since early June. So if tomorrow I happen to see Path paying a visit to $66, I am going to be picking up at least 50 shares of this stock, and my price target, if I happen to take this trade, is going to be the next important area of resistance for the bulls of Path at around $73. $73, guys, is an area that coincides with the upper line of this horizontal channel that I just told you guys about, but it also coincides with a previous area area of resistance that already acted as such for Path in 1, 2, and 3 occasions before. So from $66 up to $74-ish, I could be potentially locking in a profit of 9%. And if we take a look at the RSI on the 4-hour, it is at 41 points. That implies that if Path keeps on dropping and pays a visit to $66, the RSI is going to be even lower, and that is going to increase the likelihood from a technical standpoint for the bulls of this stock to find support at a very important previous area of lower support that on top of that coincides with the lower line of a horizontal channel in which this stock has been trading in since a month ago and then bounce back up. So watch out for Path paying a visit to the $66-ish. And with Path, I am going to wrap up the video. Thank you very much for your attention, and thank you very much for hanging out with me once again. Remember, guys, that here on the Bilingual Stock Market channel, we are posting these stock market update videos Mondays through Thursdays as soon as the market closes, or well, not as soon as the market closes, 2 or 3 hours after the market closes. So if you want to get all of the notifications of all of our videos in a timely manner, you have to be subscribed to the channel, but you also need to activate the notification bell right up there. Follow us on Instagram as well, guys, at Bilingual Stock Market. On our Instagram account, we are posting news and information on a daily basis, but most importantly, I am making call outs whenever the volatility of the markets let me do it. I am making call outs about the stocks that are on the very top of my watch list before I make any moves or before I make any purchases. So if you also want to have access to that information, go ahead and follow us on Instagram as well at Bilingual Stock Market. And remember that this is the Bilingual Stock Market channel, the YouTube channel in which we talk about the markets, but we do it in English and Spanish as well, so you can pick your preferred language. But most importantly, this is the YouTube channel in which we know that the wonderful world of Wall Street is not for geniuses, it is for entrepreneurs just like you guys and myself. My name is Alvaro, and I will see you guys tomorrow once again. Peace out.